That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild, strawberry ice bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy Fine is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's Fine is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunapole, and as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, you know I'm coming to you live from that ice cave.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Marr window, door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Marr window, door, and more. The website is MarrCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
That's right. We have a great time down at Moorline Lager House for the pregame experience and also the watch parties. But I will not be there tomorrow because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. I hope you guys have a great time. Jackpot Joey and Uno are back, baby, tomorrow night. I don't know about you guys, but I am fired up. I think Joe Burrow's going to put a show on. We'll see what happens. That's the question. Are we going to get midseason Joe? We're going to get Rusty Joe? What we're going to get here? We'll see what happens. But I'm excited for it. I'm predicting to win. I'll put it out there right now. But with that being said, we are here for your noontime delight. I'm going to the Bearcat basketball game tonight. That's why I'm doing the show early. So that's why I always tell you, hit the bell for notification. That way you know when I'm going live. But with that being said, we have a first-time guest on the show today. He is a Sports Illustrated writer. He writes for Bengals Talk SI. I don't want to mess his last name up, so I'm just going to say his first name. It's Landon. What's up, my man?
How's it going, dude? How's it going?
Good,
Appreciate
brother.
you having me on.
Hey, I appreciate you coming on. So is it Bellator? How do you, that's what it look like to be your last.
It's a Belote.
Belote. Okay, I'm sitting there going. I'm like, there's no T. It's no toe in this. I'm like, that's not how. I'm like, I know it's not. I know I'm going to say it wrong. So I'm like, I'll just go with Landon. It's a lot easier that way. So for people who don't know who you are, if they don't, I don't know why they wouldn't. You do some great job writing for Bengals Talk, I said, but just explain to people who you are, where they can find you, and all that cool stuff.
Yeah. Name's Landon Belote. Obviously, I'm a writer for Bengals Talk SI, Sports Illustrated, right over with James Rapine, Mike Santagata, Jake Lisco, like that entire crew over there. They're fantastic. Like,
absolutely,
they do articles from time to time. Russ Heltman also is a writer for us over there, and they're just fantastic. I've actually been a streamer in the past. I made some content for about 7 years.
Nice.
And I actually it was a fun time, but I really wanted to start getting into like the sports atmosphere because always been a diehard Bengals fan for better or worse. A lot of worse in there.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
With that being said, Can you talk for a second? Because I just pulled my mouse out and I can't move anything right now. So
I got you. Don't worry.
Keep talking, and I'll be back in a second.
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
Live show, man. That's what happens.
Heck yeah. I feel you. But you can find my work over on Bengals Talk SI, Landon Belote, over on Twitter as well. Same handle, although there is an underscore under in between my name and my last name. Fun stuff. Also over on Instagram, good old stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little while being back on camera because I haven't been on camera in probably like a good year or so because I took a break from streaming and everything's like that. That was good. That was good times. But I'm excited to get into some Bengals talk with y'all. And just I could hear myself for a second. Diehard Ravens fan. I'm looking forward to a good game. Ravens versus Bengals always good. Oh, it's always a good game there, Malik Chris. I love it. Who Dey, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Tony Blaze. VJ8XU. Is that an extension of YouTube? Does YouTube do that? The Bengals win 30-24. I could see it. I think you're gonna see because we're in kind of unprecedented times with the Bengals and Joe Burrow. We kind of don't know what the deal is. Like, we don't know which version of Joe we're gonna see. We've seen the early season struggles before. We've never seen Joe Burrow come back in season from an injury. We've seen him go down mid-season with injuries, the torn ACL, torn MCL before in his rookie season. And then the wrist injury happened. He's had he's had his injuries, but we've never seen him come back mid-season. And I feel like we're going to see mid-season form Joe Burrow. I feel like we are because there's something to the early season struggles that I think kind of also you can see a little bit of my green screen here. I'm just kind of I have a makeshift studio. But there's something to those early season struggles that I don't think gets acknowledged enough, and it's that the whole team is kind of like still gelling as a whole. I think that the offense being gelled at this point, like, Jamar Chase is already in his rhythm. Oh, hold up. Nice, man. Take your time. Sorry, just 1 second, folks. It'll be just one moment. Iceman's having a little bit of technical difficulties. Happens. Live stream. Just go with the flow, right? All right. Let's see. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, the Bengals and Joe Burrow, the early season struggles, I think there's something to that to be said. I think that when we see early season struggles, like we saw with the Patriots and Chiefs last year, with the Chiefs last year, I think that the offense kind of got going in week 2. I think that there were definitely still some growing pains, but they kind of I think they kind of got back on track a little bit earlier last year. I think we're just going to see midseason Joe at this point. As a Ravens fan, I'm looking forward to a good game tomorrow night. That's the biggest thing you can hope for, man. And also to celebrate Ravens week, I had to get former Ravens players jerseys up here. Got a Geno Stone jersey, got Flacco jersey. We're set. We're rocking. My gosh, Joe Burrow is probably playing for that big turkey legs. I mean, he might, he wants to. He probably is going to try to. Honestly, Steelers dribbled down their own leg and choked the divisions. Thank y'all for starting the Steelers collapse. I mean, hey man, hey. I mean, did anyone honestly think that the Steelers were going to do anything? Like, let's be honest. Like that.
I'm back.
There he is. He's back.
Oh my
There's
God.
the Iceman.
I've never had that happen before in my life. Somehow my Ethernet cord got pulled out. I don't know how in the world that happened.
That's wild. Dude,
holy crap.
Welcome
to the show.
Live.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, Landon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
I have no idea what you said while I was gone. Oh, I got these stupid cords that hang out. I hit my foot with it sometimes. I pull stuff out. Somehow I pulled the Ethernet cord out. I have no idea.
Been there before.
I did that. Yeah. Live show. That's what happens. All right. So, what I was going to talk about is, and I don't know where you're probably going around the same thing. Joe Burrow is back. I am personally okay with it. I did not want Joe Burrow to start last week because it's too short of a window from Sunday to Thursday to make a recovery. We don't know how his toe is going to react. I am okay with him starting tomorrow night because he's got a longer recovery time. What was your thoughts on starting Joe or not starting him?
So I've gone back and forth on it. I think if it were me, I would have started him. I would have played him on Sunday.
You would have?
I would have played him on Sunday. Because I feel like that could have kind of been the difference maker.
It would have. If we had Joe, we would have won. I agree with you on that. Yeah.
No question.
Yeah. I mean, no offense to Flacco. The last two games haven't been his best games, and I do think it has a lot to do with his arm,
right? Not
being what it's supposed to be or used to be.
Well, I mean, it's so different. Like we even just saw it with Baker Mayfield, like AC joint sprains. Like it took Baker Mayfield out of the game.
Yeah,
it took him out of the game. We don't know when he's going to be back.
Right.
For Tampa. So if that, just to kind of give people an idea of what Joe Flacco is trying to play through at 40 years old compared to Baker Mayfield's age. Like it's not easy, and that's like the main culprit behind his collapse. And I hesitate to even call it a collapse because I think he still did
okay.
Yeah.
If we had a better defense, we probably would have won. Which, I mean, the defense played better on Sunday. Not great. I mean, the goal line stand was huge, but they would have played a little better. Yeah, I think they we could have won that game. And I had a Patriots fan behind me. I got season tickets. He's directly behind me.
Yeah.
Oh my! And he would not. He acted like they were blowing us out. Like, dude, you're barely beating us. Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm like, okay, I hope you do. Congratulations, but just shut up, please.
Opium.
Oh my goodness. I'm like, and he's like, I'm not talking to you, Iceman. I'm like, but you're saying it loud enough for everybody to hear you. Just shut up.
I'm not talking to you, but I'm yelling it to the whole crowd.
Right, exactly. Like,
so therefore, you can't reprimand me.
Right. The one that just. I had enough. He's like, when he said Drake May's better than Joe Burrow. Oh, he's faster. Joe Burrow can't run like that. I'm like, do you remember the touchdown run he had in New York where he ran like 40 yards? I mean,
it seems like people just want to say that to like try to cope with themselves. Remember, Steelers fans were trying to convince themselves that Kenny Pickett was better than Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Oh, that was annoying. I'm like, you've got to be kidding.
Oh, it was just wrong.
I had people, had Gator fans saying that Trask, who I call Trash, was better than Joe Burrow. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm like, no. Like, Joe Burrow is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
He gets it done.
Bar none.
He gets it done in the big games.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen do that.
Exactly. Now, that's my point going into this Thursday. Now, if he would have started Sunday, I wouldn't be as worried about this. Do we have Rusty Joe, which I think just more likely, or we're going to have kind of, game 3, game 4 Joe Burrow, because we know he gets off to slow starts. What's your thought on how Joe's going to play on Thursday night?
Right. And I think that's definitely like a fair concern. I definitely understand the concern for like, Rusty Joe Burrow, like weeks 1 and 2. Because we've seen it time and time again. Like this offense just gets off. It was the whole narrative behind fixing things this year. Like fix the slow start. We fixed the slow start.
Yeah,
and then
we won one game since then. One.
Yeah,
Like,
we got to 2-0, and what did it cost us?
right.
And
We just can't have nice things, Landon. We just can't
no,
have it.
we can't. It's the average year. It's the yearly tradition of being a Bengals fan at this point. You just accept the highs, and the highs are great, as few as they are. And then we get knocked back down to earth. Although last year, I will say, I kind of think you started to see a little bit of a change. There were still definitely signs of rust, like starting out the year in that game against Kansas City.
Yeah.
But I think the offense clicked a good deal more than kind of they got credit for. Because that game came down to the wire. Like it was the atrocious DPI call on Dijon Anthony.
Awful.
And they seem to want to call that, but when it happens to Mike Gesicki against the Patriots, it doesn't. Side tangent.
Anyway, yes, I agree with you.
Yeah. But I think honestly, at this point, so much can be attributed to the slow starts because one, it's Zach Taylor kind of finding his footing at the beginning of the season.
Right.
Two, it's the whole offense, like the offensive line trying to find their footing and gelling.
We're always having new guys in the offensive line. Seems like we can't have the same offensive line back-to-back years. So they always got to figure out how to gel. Yeah.
Exactly. Like Chase Brown doesn't seem to get going in the first 2 weeks of the season. But now, like you're seeing, the offense has been clicking pretty well, even with an injured Joe Flacco. Take the Steelers game out of it.
Yeah.
But that offense has been clicking with Joe Flacco. Jamar Chase has been rolling when he's not spitting in Jalen Ramsey's face. And, Mitch Tinsley has just he's earned the wide receiver 3 role.
Absolutely, yes. I've said this. I think if they want to play Yoshi, he's an outside guy. He's not really a slot guy. He's more. Tinsley can be the slot guy. If you want to play both of them, if you're getting Yoshi out there, he's more of an outside guy. It's kind of where I'm at because Yoshi, when he gets open in the slot, it seems like he doesn't catch the ball. He's afraid to get hit, or he's getting hit too hard and knock it out, or something like that. There's something in that slot he's not catching. He's not making the catches he does on the outside.
And I agree. I don't think he's built to kind of like be that. I hesitate to use the term unicorn. I think they tried to use him in like a versatile role, like where they can have him outside and then move Jamar in the slot. And then, they've tried to do that time and time again.
Jamar the Ratbird killer, I should say.
Oh yeah, and I think we're gonna see him go off.
And that's another thing too. Why I'm kind of confident we're gonna win. I'm not saying we're gonna blow him out. Jamar is chomping at the bit to get out there and play. They said he was bebopping and bouncing around in the locker room and stuff and he kills. I mean, kills the Ravens. And I know they've beat us the last 2 years, but that's the point. They beat us the last 2 years. There's a very good the odds are in our favor to win. I mean, yes, we could lose, but the odds are favored that we win. And let's be honest, Lamar Jackson is injured. He's on the injured list again. Lamar Jackson is not MVP Lamar Jackson right now. He's not playing like an MVP. That defense, and I've said this in the offseason, is not that good. If you get a healthy Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T, which we're not going to have T, even with Jamar and Joe, I think they're going to toast that secondary. I really do. And put Tinsley out there, and they got Mike G out there. Yeah, I think we're going to toast that secondary. Now, the question is, what can our offense or can our defense stop even an injured Lamar at Derrick Henry? Because that's Derrick Henry is still a badass, and we don't have DJ Reader anymore or Mike Hilton to go there and knock him out. 2 guys I wish we still had on the team who are really good at shutting him down. But to that thing, McKinley Jackson finally got some playing time, played better, I think. Slayton looked better. That defensive line looked better against the run, against New England. New England wanted to run the ball, especially on that goal line stance. So maybe they're starting to figure something out, which, I mean, I said this, Landon, it was a big ask for Algo to come in here year 1 and get all these draft picks that we really haven't got much out of on the defensive side of the ball and to instantly get something out of them. That's a big ask. maybe Sunday something started to turn. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that?
I agree wholeheartedly. Like, I don't think it's as simple as just taking a defensive coordinator away from a struggling defense like Lou Anarumo, who has had insane amounts of success in the past, was probably the reason you made the Super Bowl. Like, obviously having Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase helped.
Yeah, that defense is the reason they made the Super Bowl.
Yes, like you shut down Patrick Mahomes, all of that. And he's doing it again in Indianapolis.
He is.
I just think that it's such a talent issue. I think Al Golden is a good defensive coordinator, and I think we kind of saw that last week against the Patriots when they had a running back who was on a heater, Travion Henderson, and just we got torn apart by Hunter Henry. But that's because the linebackers can't guard
right.
anything.
We can't over the middle tight ends. We don't really worry about them.
That's been an issue since like 2012.
That's been an issue since Lou was here.
Yeah,
that's just a Bengals thing. We can't cover tight ends over the middle to save our life.
Yeah, that's been
good. Hey, it's a good thing the Ratbirds don't have a good tight end. I'm saying that tongue in cheek.
Oh yeah, no, it's they have like two.
They have two.
Exactly. Because I think honestly, Likely has a better chance of doing more against us tomorrow night than Andrews does.
Yeah.
But I think we've started to kind of see the shift. And Al Golden is getting more out of guys that have a greater have flashed more in the past, so that flashed last year, like a McKinley Jackson. McKinley Jackson had that insane fumble last year against Tennessee. Just made a heck of a play. I think you saw it last week too with McKinley Jackson. Like he and TJ Slayton are beginning to complement each other so well. Like McKinley Jackson clogged up run lanes, was creating somewhat of a pass rush. Chris Jenkins did too.
Yeah. Yes.
Miles Murphy. Maybe we're seeing his breakout.
3 years later, but I'll take it.
Oh yeah, it's long overdue.
Yes.
Also, I saw my man Mon in here.
Mon, the man is in here.
Hell yeah,
Mon is the man.
That's what I'm talking about. They are starting to turn the corner. I agree. I think you see it so often with pass rushers though. Like in Miles Murphy's case, I think you're seeing it like very often with pass rushers more and more. You see them kind of start to hit their stride late, especially like these later, like mid to late pass rushers, like a Lucas Van Ness. And now Miles Murphy, like they start to kind of hit their stride a little bit later than we would like.
Or needed.
Exactly. And another one I kind of look at is Kayvon Chason, rusher for the Patriots. Terrible when he was drafted by the Jaguars. Absolutely god awful. And then he gets released. He goes to there might have been a stop between him going to the Raiders and the Jags, but he starts to kind of figure things out, and now he's playing for big money now in New England, and he's shown up pretty well. So I think Murphy is going to have that kind of breakout. I think he's on the verge of it.
Because he's only got do they have to pick up his option this year, or is he's a first round pick, so he's in his third year, right?
They pick up his option this year.
Okay.
They have the option to.
They have the option to pick it up. Okay. All right. So if not, he's a free agent, or he has one more year.
If they don't pick it up, then he enters into a contract year.
Okay. So we have him for one more year for sure. And then we can okay. All right. So I wouldn't honestly, I mean, if he balls out and starts going on the trajectory he is the last 2 games, and he keeps doing that the last 6 games, I would say pick up his
I think so.
5-year contract, because this is what we've been waiting for. I mean, we've been waiting for 3 years. It's taken us a while to get there. Well, like you said, sometimes guys develop slower than other guys. But that's the thing. And one I would love to talk about McKinley Jackson. I really liked him last year. And I was banging my head against the wall here, like, why is he not even dressing? He wasn't even dressing, Landon. They weren't even, I mean, what's going on? What was he doing? And then last 2 games, they put him out there, and I'm like, thank God. Like, what? I'm like, I'm sure there's a reason. I would love to know what it is. Either he got it straightened out and he's ready to go, or which is what I'm assuming, But it's like, where the hell has he been at all year? Why haven't they played him?
That's the question, and I think it's so mind-boggling, especially now, because you're seeing a boost, like kind of like not, I wouldn't say like a total shot in the arm, but a small shot in the arm to the defensive line with him kind of like flashing a bit.
Yes.
So it's kind of like, it makes you wonder like what the coaching staff was thinking. Like maybe they wanted maybe they just wanted to like Mike Pennell to like be the backup to TJ Slayton and like, have two veterans show him. I'm confused on that one. Like,
it's made no sense to me all year, because last year all I saw was flashes out of him. I saw more flashes out of him than I did Chris Jenkins.
Same here.
I mean, I was like, all right, I think we got something in McKinley Jackson, and then crickets, nothing. He's not even dressing. I'm going, the hell did he do?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. It's kind of like, it kind of makes you. It's kind of similar, and I know they're like the same from the third round picks. Yeah. But just like with Jermaine Burton, but like we kind of know like a little bit of the story there.
Oh, but Burton, they might as well just release Burton. I don't even know. I mean, it's done. You're wasting a spot. I mean, you've given this kid 2 years and he can't even be dressed. I mean, no. for the team, he's probably not even going to travel. I don't know this for a fact, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't even travel with them Thursday night. Yeah,
I just think when it comes to McKinley Jackson, like there's a small comparison there between like we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes.
Right.
We don't really know what happened to keep him off the field. I think he's definitely got like a fighting spirit about him that I've not really seen from too many other people on the defensive line.
Well, that's the whole defense. I think the whole team in general on Sunday, I saw way more fights, especially on the offense. I think is always fought. I don't think the offense has not tried.
No,
I think the defense, there's some stuff on the defense where I've seen some plays where like just the tackling high, that's quit tackling the shoulder pads, hit him in the chest, hit him in the legs. I mean, that's how you tackle guys. But anyway,
Josh Newton.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen guys like Sunday. I saw guys giving more effort, and I said this. I think it's the Jackpot Joey effect. To be honest, I'm like, Joe Burrow worked his ass off to get back way sooner than anticipated. I mean, people are talking about these, middle of December, late December. It's Thanksgiving. He's going to play. That was the date he kind of had set.
Oh yeah.
Nobody else thought he was going to come back then, but he did. What does that? And I was at Bengals Now Monday, and I kind of asked those guys that, what does that do? And they're like, yeah, it kind of boosts you up. Your leader, your general is back, and he's back sooner than he was supposed to be. Hell, he could have played last week. So I'm like, that to me, and I saw a bigger, better effort, and people are like, that doesn't help the defense. I'm like, when you got your quarterback, your guy, that gives the whole team a little bounce, I think. Even if he's not playing, he's playing next week at least.
100%. I think so. And I think there's something to the fact that we saw the defense. Remember, the first 2 weeks of the season, the defense was absolutely doing their job. Mm-hmm. They were doing their job. Did they give up points to Jacksonville? Yes. Mm-hmm. But they got key takeaways when they needed to. Jordan Battle making picks. DJ Turner, amazing picks, and has been lights out ever since.
He's been the best defensive player all year.
Without a doubt. Mm-hmm. I think there's something to the fact that like losing Joe so early just kind of took the breath out of this entire team.
Yeah. Just took the air out of the balloon. Yeah.
Yes. Like I think that because we were seeing even Shamar Stewart flash some early in the season. We were.
We hadn't seen him on the field now.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't even know if we're gonna see him for the rest of the year at this point.
Right.
We maybe, who knows? But I think that there's something to the fact that the defense was playing so much better at that point in the season, because directly the very next game, that disaster in Minnesota happens.
Yep. You turned the ball over 5 times, I think is what it was. I mean,
it was something like that.
I mean, and that's the thing is that you lose Joe, then you go to Minnesota. You're like, all right, we got Jake. We'll float it till December. We'll be all right.
Right.
Jake plays bad. the whole team plays bad. I mean, Noah Fant fumbled, Jamar Chase fumbled. I mean, everybody fumbled.
Just
and then you pound that on top of losing Joe. You're like, oh, crap. And then Jake Browning doesn't play. He doesn't go back to where he was. He turns into a pumpkin, and he doesn't play good enough for them to win.
No.
So then that deflates you even more. Then you get the boost of getting Joe Flacco back, but that for some reason didn't seem to boost the defense. I don't know why. It boosted definitely the offense because we had a first game in Green Bay, and then we won that awesome game in Cincinnati versus the Squealers.
Yep.
But then it was just kind of then you go and you lose to the Jets, and you lose to those two are still going to haunt me all the rest of the year. Losing to the Jets and the Bears are going to just piss me off. It's like those two games you should not lose, even with Joe Flacco, Andrew Corbin, which Joe Flacco played great. It wasn't his fault.
He played at elite Joe Flacco levels. He was playing more than well enough for us to win those games. And with Joe Burrow, I don't think anything changes in him.
No, I don't either. I don't know if Joe Burrow could play any better than what Joe Flacco did. I mean, Landon, we even got an onside kick. You know how hard it is to recover an onside kick in this day and age? And that was the Bears game, I think it was. Because they know it's coming, and we still got it, and we still freaking lost. It's like,
gosh.
It's like,
and I know I just said, like, with Joe Burrow, I don't think we win those games, but at the same time, maybe we do, because maybe with Joe Burrow still active and like not injured, maybe the defense never does collapse. Maybe I think we with Joe Burrow, I think we even beat Minnesota. I'll be real.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I for sure think we beat Minnesota with Joe.
Right.
I mean, with Joe, I think we beat Minnesota. I think we at least go to 3-0. Possibly Green Bay would have been tough. But
we were in that game though.
Yeah, we were. I mean that was a winnable game. But for sure the Jets and the Bears, we if Joe's in there, we win those. And that's the thing that just kills me, Landon. It's like this division was here for the taking. The Ratbirds are playing terrible, the Steelers are playing terrible, and we're just giving them the freaking division. Like here. Like
gosh. I think you're competing for a number 1 seed with
you might be. Yeah.
I think you are. Just because
people think I'm crazy. I did a reel yesterday talking about if the Bengals reel off 6 in a row, which everybody says, well, that's crazy. This defense is worse than it was last year. I was like, true, but we got Joe Burrow coming back, and we're playing the Ratbirds twice, which we play them tough. I know they beat us the last couple of years, but we play them tough. You got the Bills. We own the Bills, and then you got the Arizona, Miami, and Cleveland. We can win those games if the defense can. If where they're at now is the jumping off point, and they can at least get back to where they were the first 2 games of like turning the ball over, because they haven't done that yet.
Right.
There's a chance and everything. Well, then, the Steelers and the Ravens got to lose more games. Yes, they're not very good teams. They're not. I don't care what anybody says. They're not very good.
They play
none of us are that
teams.
great, to be honest. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. But like the Ravens and the Steelers, they also play tough teams. They also play the likes of Steelers play Detroit, Buffalo, Miami, Ravens twice. Mm-hmm. And then I forget the last one that they play. But Bills and Detroit, I think, annihilate Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Because I don't think Pittsburgh's defense
it's not that good.
It's not that good. Even if they get Aaron Rodgers back, they're not doing much on offense. They play better with Rudolph trade right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mason Rudolph. It looks better with, just like you said, it looks better with him.
Yeah.
Which isn't saying much, but
no.
the Ravens they play the Patriots, which isn't a guaranteed win, because Vrabel just has that team prepared for anything, and they also play Green Bay. Everything is there. There is a very potent path, and I can't believe we're sitting here agreeing with Chris Canty. I
know. I've never thought in my wildest dreams I would agree with that guy, because most of the crap he says, I'm like, you are hot take Chris, and you're just doing it to get it to piss us off, which works most of the time.
Headlines.
Yeah, that's all it is. But I actually agree with him.
But he actually made a good take.
Yeah.
Actually, for one, I even wrote about it. I had to.
Well, there you go. Well, so if everybody hasn't seen it, because I don't think a lot, because we got ESPN here in Cincinnati, I don't think anybody listens to the morning show. But it said you got an article about it, tell everyone where they can find it and kind of the gist of what he said.
So you can find that article over on bengalstalk.com. I think it might be published by now. It might not be. I don't know. They may still be editing. But either way, it's going to be up there if it's not already. But kind of what I said in that article was, regardless of like what you may think of Chris Canty and like how bad his takes have been in the past, if we're going to call out the bad takes, we got to acknowledge the good ones.
Right.
Too. And I just kind of keep that as a rule of thumb, just kind of with life in general.
Yeah.
Got to acknowledge the good stuff, even when most of it's bad. But he laid out essentially a clear path to where he actually believes the Bengals can make the playoffs and run the table. He laid out that he believes in Joe Burrow winning 6 straight games because he's seen him do it before.
We've seen him do it, yeah.
Yeah. So I essentially just wrote on there like how he's correct. We have seen it. We're in a little bit of unprecedented times with Joe Burrow because we've never seen him come back from an injury mid-season.
True.
So for all we know, we could be getting a Joe Burrow that's even somehow better than last year. So who knows? Like, it could be there. He even kind of called out the Ravens a little bit, saying that the Ravens don't look like they can. It would be a blessing if they even got to 500.
That's what I'm saying. The Ravens haven't played that good, and that's what's kind of drove me nuts at the beginning of the season. Chris Canty and those guys are like, "Oh, the Steelers and the Ravens are going to play good," but I'm like, I remember talking at the beginning of the season, going, I was like, they didn't improve their defense either. I'm like, I don't think. I said Lamar Jackson can be MVP Lamar Jackson, and he can do only things that Lamar Jackson can do. But he's gotten hurt and he hasn't been able to play that good. The Steelers, I never understood the whole Jalen Ramsey trade. I never understood that at all. I laughed when they traded Mika Fitzpatrick for Jalen Ramsey. I'm like,
same.
Oh, okay. Like, they're like, I just remember guys on TV like, oh, the Steelers are back. I'm like, no, they're not. That made their defense worse. Like, they were cook him.
They were grasping at the thinnest of straws with those headlines, trying to say that Rodgers is back and it's going to be primetime Rodgers. And it was on Rich Eisen show, like ESPN, everything. And it makes me want to scream at the TV because it's just like, y'all do know that their receiving core is DK Metcalf. That's it.
And nobody.
And the offensive line is suspect.
That's what I kept saying. It's like, they traded Pickens. I'm like, who are you going to throw the ball to? Like, you got one guy.
Rodgers had receiver talent last year. Devonta Adams, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
Like,
how'd
Breece
that go?
Hall.
Yeah, Breece Hall. Yeah, exactly.
And kind of has the same. I never understood that. Jalen Ramsey trade didn't really move the needle at all. If anything, it just made him worse.
And that's the thing is like we get mad at the Browns for not really improving or not improving our defense. I said the Steelers didn't improve theirs. The Ravens didn't improve theirs. I mean, none of these teams really actually improved themselves. I mean, yes, I guess the Steelers, they have a comparable quarterback. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is not 2010 Aaron Rodgers.
No,
I mean, he's not. He's 41 years old. You knew he wasn't going to be. And if you thought that, you just don't know football.
He's washed.
Yeah, or how age works. A lot of time is undefeated. So that's where I'm like, and that goes back to, son of a bitch, if Joe doesn't get hurt, we could be running away with this freaking division.
It's just exactly. That's the hardest thing to, come to terms with is like the whole AFC, even Chiefs at 6-5, like the Bills struggling, the Patriots and Colts, who both have major flaws, are at the top seed, and even the Broncos, their defense is good. The offense is shaky at best.
Yep. That's where I'm saying. It's like, it's a long shot. It is a complete long shot.
Of course.
But
it's there.
There is a chance. I'm telling you, there's a chance. It's a slim one, but there's a chance.
I equate it.
Don't get the Bengals in the playoffs. Don't get us in the playoffs. You never know what happens.
It's the exact same as last year.
Yep.
And it's like, I equate it to Avengers Endgame at this point. The 1% that they said.
Yep.
I just envision that, and Joe Burrow's just Iron Man, just grabbing the gauntlet and just snapping his fingers at the Ravens and Steelers, and that's it would be storybook.
Oh, dude, I'm getting goosebumps
Absolute
just thinking about it.
storybook.
That's why I'm so excited about that. If we go there and get blown out, I'm gonna be so depressed.
Oh my gosh.
That would
This
just
won't be
ruin
bad
my
times.
Thanksgiving. But I don't, like I said, yeah, the Ravens have beat us the last couple of years, but none of them were blowouts. I mean, hell, the 2 games last year we should have won. Hell, the last one, well, it was it was last year in Baltimore, where the 2-point conversion, there was not only there was 1, 2, 3, 4 penalties on the 2-point conversion, and they called none of them. Joe got smacked. Tanner Hudson got held. Somebody else got held. I think Ted got held on the offensive line. Right. It was crazy. Just one. I remember tweeting out one snapshot of at least 4 penalties. Call any of them, and we win that game.
Yeah.
But they didn't call any of them. It's just like the game Sunday. We had not 1 but 2 pass interferences at the end of the game. Nope, we didn't call them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's that, and then it's also even last year, like the first game against Baltimore.
Yeah.
Ryan Rico just holds onto that ball a little bit better. We win that game.
Mm-hmm. And that was back and forth. I mean, that was one where poor Sam Hubbard got just completely stiff armed by Lamar. Oh my goodness.
That ended his career.
I couldn't believe he made that play. I couldn't believe Lamar Jackson made that play, and the guy's like wide open in the end zone.
Oh, he's a stud. Lamar's a stud. I've got to give him his flowers.
I love Lamar.
Same. I hate he's on the Ravens.
Yeah, I hate he's on the Ravens, but I respect the hell out of him. And the thing is, like, I remember some Bengals fans like, man, we could have drafted him. I was like, yeah, but do you really think the Bengals would have changed their whole offense for what Lamar does? That's what Baltimore did. They changed they what you have to do, because nothing against Lamar. Lamar has a special skill set, of what he does good and how he does it. And I think they do a great job of taking advantage of that. I don't know if the Bengals would have done that, because we did try to take David Klingler and make him a pocket passer when he was a run and shoot quarterback. That didn't work.
There's
I'll date myself here. That was a long time ago.
Well, I mean, there's an interesting story to that.
Yeah.
Because the Bengals could have drafted Lamar. They had him in for a visit and everything. Way back when, that was like 2018, I think it was.
2017, 2018, somewhere around there.
Something like that. So say they draft him, and then same stuff happens. Marvin Lewis gets fired. And remember, when they were looking for their head coach, I think it was down to 2 candidates. It was down to Zach Taylor, obviously, who got the job, and Todd Monken.
Oh,
I think it was down to Todd Monken as well.
I did not know that.
I think it was. And just, if that had happened, who knows? But I don't think it would be any different, though. To be fair, I don't think it would be any different. I think we're still in a much better position now with Joe. Long term, I think that Joe has proven to be such a competitor. People are afraid of him being the next Andrew Luck. That's not going to happen.
Joe's a psychopath. Andrew Luck, and this is no shade, Andrew Luck likes football. Joe Burrow freaking loves football.
It's his life.
It's his. That's exactly it. You took the words out of my mouth. It's his life. And to be as good as he is, or as good as Jamar is, or T is, it has to be. And that's what people don't understand, I don't think. They think sometimes they just roll the footballs out there and these guys play. No, yeah, they're talented, but these guys work their asses off to get to where they're at. I mean, Joe's got to know everything, what everybody's doing, including the team on the other side of the field. Just that, to have that all up in here, it's a lot of work, let alone with trying to drop back, read coverages, and make plays. That it's unbelievable amount of work that it takes. And that's one thing that I've been kind of kicking this thought around with the Bengals front office here. And everybody always uses the word stubborn. Stubborn.
Right.
Okay. And they're cheap. Okay. I don't necessarily think they're cheap. I honestly think they're lazy with how they do stuff, because
I agree.
All right, they could have had Jamar and T cheaper a year ago or 2 years ago. So that, to me, that's not being cheap. You just gave away a whole bunch of money. Then the other way, the way they did T's contract, I don't understand the whole thing, but somehow they could have restructured it better, so it would save them some money. They didn't do that. and they should have tried to get some for offensive or defensive free agents this offseason, but they couldn't because they needed all their concentration on Joe and or Jamar and T, and Troy was working on the stadium contract, so they didn't have any more time. Right. Oh, you got time. You just got to make time. If you're not going to hire other people to help you, that means you got to work harder.
Right.
That's where I'm like, I don't know if that's what kind of drives you nuts. If you're not going to hire other people to help you, and you got to work harder. Then that's the whole point. You have less people to do more jobs. That means you have to work harder. Right. And to me, it seems like they're not willing to do that here lately, because just for the fact of what happened, just what I laid out there. If they had more people, or if they worked a little harder, they could have got all this stuff done. They could have got the contracts done with Jamar and T the year before. They could have negotiated the contracts with Jamar and T, because they only had one agent to talk to. It wasn't like they were talking to two agents. It was one agent. You can talk to that one agent and talk to other agents and free agents. That's where I'm like, I don't necessarily think it's stubbornness. I think it's just they don't want to work that hard. Maybe, I don't know.
I kind of agree. I don't think it comes down to them being cheap. Like, they've doled out contracts. Like, yes, are they front loaded? Do they not want to change that structure? Sure, but they're still giving out the money. Like, they still paid Joe Burrow very handsomely, paid Jamar Chase very handsomely, and still Tee Higgins was paid quite handsomely. Like, they even signed Mike Gesicki. Like, that offense is paid for in big.
Yeah.
And yes, they didn't allocate resources on the defense, but I think you're right. I think it just comes down to they just don't want to work that hard. And that's where the communication issues, like we saw with Trey Hendrickson, happen in the offseason. Like, and same with David Mulligetta and even Jesse Bates back in the day. Like, they hadn't heard a whole lot from the Bengals. And I think that's basically what it comes down to. There's just not enough resources being dedicated to that when they're working on other things like the stadium deal.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is like, if you don't want to hire the people to do this, which you should. I mean, hell, they got 4 scouts, hired 4 more scouts, double it, make 8 scouts, and you know, how hard would that be? I mean, they've literally Satori was on here, and they've literally got 3 or 4 guys listed as assistant general managers. Right. We don't actually and Mike Brown is not listed as a general manager. I didn't know that. He's just president. So we really don't have a general manager. I don't know who they're assisting. But if you have 3 or 4 guys that are assistant general managers, then why aren't they talking to other people? Why aren't they negotiating? Like, they can negotiate it and bring it to your desk. Like, hey, this is what I've got. Do you like this? Or like, I kind of tweak that, try to get that. No, yes, you know. That's how you delegate things. That's how you do it. You had the people there, at least in that aspect. Are they not using them? Like, if they're assistant GMs, what are they doing?
And that's where it comes down to, like, owners have to let the people with their job, with titles like general manager, assistant general manager, whatever it may be, do their job. Like Mike Brown said it during a Mock Turtle Soup at the beginning of the season. I think it was when he was being asked about Trey Hendrickson. He was confident it would get done and all that. He said they have people working on that, like, upstairs right now.
Right.
Probably Trey Brown, Steve Radisovich, all them guys working on that. Who knows though? That's the thing. Like, we don't know who's working on the contracts. We kind of just count on the owner to basically be the GM, and that's not a recipe for success. Like, I know Duke Tobin's there as de facto GM, which I hate.
He's not. He's not.
Oh,
I mean,
that's a whole other tangent, but
he's a figurehead.
Yeah, that's essentially what he is. He's essentially what Roger Goodell is for the NFL owners. He's just the talking head.
Yeah.
Like, but he's the one everyone's going to get mad at.
And he gets a little cocky sometimes, and he stuck his foot in his mouth. Like, the biggest one is, I'm not going to pay for the same team I had last year. Well, you didn't. You paid for a worse one.
I was going to say,
like, he didn't improve it at all. And
paid for a worse one.
Like Troy Brown, he's actually been interviewed for other NFL teams to be GM. Just elevate him, make him the GM, at least, and then let him do some stuff. Let him be the GM. And that's why I go these tangents all the time. The Browns own the Cincinnati Bengals. They are the owners.
Yeah.
Nobody is taking them away from you.
No.
And I got into a conversation with somebody on Twitter yesterday talking about how the city should be able to force the Bengals to the Browns to sell the Bengals. Like, I'm not sure how they can do that. And he was like, well, the city forced Marr to sell the team. I was like, no, that was Major League Baseball because she said racist things. That's what same reason that the LA Clippers owner got forced out. If you do racist stuff, then they have an actual legal ramifications of to get you out. If you just suck and you lose, that's not legal ramifications to get you out. They can't just go, hey, you're out. Like, no, that's not the way it works.
No,
I mean, I don't know. And that's the thing is, like, I go back to my point is, it feels like they want control. They have this is what this part is where they're stubborn. Right. They want to have control. It doesn't matter if you hire a GM or not. You still own the damn team. You're still in control. That GM has to do whatever you tell him. I mean, you think the Browns GM won the trade Baker Mayfield? No, the owner did. he that's how it works. Yes. That's why I don't get like, yes, go hire a GM, let them do their thing. And if you don't like it, which you should leave them alone, but if you don't, you have the power to change it. Yeah. That's what being an owner is. That's why now that would be stubborn. I don't understand that.
Like what the Rams do.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
They just let Les Snead go to work and look at where they're at. Again, after beating us in the Super Bowl when they were supposed to be just like a one and done Super Bowl win team.
Yeah, it's and they're looking pretty good. They destroyed the
They look like the best team in the league.
Oh, their defense, their front four looked unbelievable Sunday night. I could not believe, and Tampa Bay's got a pretty good offensive line, but holy crap, they smoothed them.
And they got Emmanuel Forbes for free.
Yeah,
when we could have claimed him.
Yeah. Again, if you have a GM out there, maybe.
That's what I'm saying, and it's like, it's tragic to see things consistently go this way when you have a quarterback of Joe Burrow's caliber and such a gifted, like, this is the best quarterback we have ever seen in stripes. Mm-hmm. It is.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Yeah, and even Boomer Esiason will tell you that. Kenny Anderson.
They both will. Yep.
Right. Carson Palmer, I don't think he talks about the Bengals at all.
If he does, he's talking shit.
Yeah, exactly. But you have such a talented core. Jamar Chase, probably maybe the best player to ever wear stripes. And you're just kind of wasting it because you're sitting on your hands. If Duke Tobin really does have full control, which I think, I'll be honest, I actually do kind of think Duke Tobin has full control of the roster building at this point.
I think he does too. And that's why I'm blaming him.
Yes.
I mean, that's where I'm like, he needs to not be in charge of that anymore and that's where I'll go back to this. Even if just say the miracle happens, the Bengals roll off 6 in a row and they're able to win the division and get into playoffs, which is a long shot.
Right.
I still think Duke needs to go. Because you can't fix the last 3 years of drafting. That is there. You've seen who he's drafted and what has happened. Right. Like, even if Miles Murphy does come around this year, that's not the point.
Took so long.
We need to impact first round players now. You got Shamar Stewart. We could have had
Campbell.
Javon Campbell. Yeah, we could have had him. We could have had Malachi Starr. I keep going back to those two. Those who are sitting there. They're impact players. We could have had one of them. You didn't take it. You took Shamar Stewart because of his high ceiling. I don't give a shit about his high ceiling. I need production now.
Yep.
That's like they try to hit a home run on everything. Just take the layups. Just take the layups. That's all you got to do.
Right. And that's where it comes back to coaching. Like, these players with high traits, they're only as good as the traits are only good if the coaches can develop them correctly. Mm-hmm. And I think Duke Tobin and Zach Taylor are I think Marvin Lewis and Mike Brown were the same as what Zach Taylor and Duke Tobin are now. Mm-hmm. They have the trust in each other. They're like the duo. They're the one building the roster. Like, I get why people throw shade at Katie Blackburn and everything, negotiates contracts. Supposedly, I don't think that we know every detail of that. I don't think we ever will.
No, we won't.
Right. I just think like it's clearly not working, and I don't think Mike Brown is going to have as much patience for someone else doing it when, you know, he's not the one that's actively involved in like making the deals and bringing in talent.
Well, that's where I'm like I think I always forget his name. I want to say Duke Tip, the assistant GM I was talking about, Thompson, not Thompson. Who's the one we were talking about that does interviews or did interview with the Jets, the assistant GM?
Trey Brown.
Thank you, Trey Brown. Trey Brown. That's where I think he would be our best shot of getting somebody elevated to the quote unquote GM.
Yes,
where they can put him technically above Duke. You know, now Duke would have to swallow some his pride a little bit, because I think technically Duke is above him right now. I think, is like you said,
yes,
I think so.
By
By title alone, it shouldn't be that way. If he's the assistant GM, he should be above the guy who's a player personnel. You know, that's the way it seems to me. So if you can elevate him, because they need a different voice in that room, or a bigger voice in that room, who has a little more power of like, look, you can see what you've been doing. They've done this before, and this has been multiple times where they have their mind set on one guy, and if he's not there, then they screw it up. They wanted Walter Nolan. I guarantee you they wanted Walter Nolan.
Without a doubt.
He went one pick before them. Oh, crap. Let's go take Shamar Stewart. Like, no, you could have switched and pivoted. You would have drafted a linebacker anyway. Take Campbell. Or you need a safety, which you didn't address at all. Take Malachi Starks.
Right.
They're like, it's just like they hit the pan. It's like, again, sounds like laziness to me. They didn't do enough work to figure out, okay, if this guy's not there, what's our next best option? And it's just like, we'll go with the guy with the biggest Raz score. And I love Kent Lee. I've had him on the show. I'm not throwing any shade on Raz, but that's what they seemed like they did. Well, this guy's got all this athletic ability, but what's the production on the field? Like, that's what you need. You need somebody who has production on the field. He has production in the SEC. He's probably going to have production in NFL if he's doing that. So it's probably going to translate a lot better for a guy who was in the SEC.
Right.
Didn't really have a whole lot of production. He was very athletic. Whoop-de-freaking do. We're going to – and Shamar Stewart might be good in 3 years. It might take him that long like it is Miles.
Yes.
We don't need that. You got to look at what you need, and you need impact players now. That's the part of this whole thing that's got to change somehow. Like I said, I'm a Zach Taylor guy. I like Zach. If they fire him, they fire him. The point is, if they don't change how they're drafting and developing guys, I don't care who the coach is. It's going to be the same stuff.
Yeah, I agree. And if it were me, like in that draft, after Nolan was gone, I would have traded back. I would have traded back in the first round a couple spots, gotten maybe like another third rounder, something like that. Who knows? And then even then, if you traded back with like the Packers, because the Packers are the other team that probably would have like taken Shamar Stewart, you maybe could have even still gotten Shamar Stewart, I think. And you can still get Jahad Campbell in the first round, and then you also have other picks to fall back on. It's like, it's all this mind-boggling stuff.
Or if you really want Walter Nolan, if that's your guy, and you hear rumblings that the Cardinals might take him, trade up. Trade in front of them. If that's who you want, don't let them take him. Go get him. If you want him that bad, we're going to screw up the rest of the draft.
God, he would have worn 97 so well, man.
He would have.
So much better than the guy who's wearing it now.
Did you see the interception he had at the goal line and scored his first touchdown?
Yes, I did.
Oh, my God, you look so good in stripes. Like, why couldn't that happen?
Gino would have been so proud.
It'd be great.
Oh,
like, it's just, again, that's laziness to me. That's not stubborn.
Yeah, it comes back to the resources. Like, you don't have enough hands in the building, and you don't want to do the work.
Yeah,
it's laziness. It's a mixture of laziness and stubbornness.
Yeah, well, this the thing is, like, what are you so stubborn about? It's not like it's worked. I mean, yes, we went to Super Bowl 3 times, but every time we go to the Super Bowl, the next 2 or 3 years, we go
right.
And it blows up.
And we saw them be aggressive. And I will give Duke Tobin this for this season. The Joe Flacco trade was a win. I don't care if he went 1-4. he brought life back to that offense when it
Yeah.
needed it most.
Mhm.
And I hope that we re-sign Flacco for another deal if he wants
I
to
do
play.
too. My thing is, I think he would sign here. I don't think he'll sign for the vet minimum. I think he'll want a little more bump.
Which is
but
the breaking point.
yeah, but that, and I really think some other NFL team is going to want him to start. They're going to draft a young quarterback. Say, let's bring Flacco in. He'll start
Potentially
3 or 4 games, and then then the young kid will come in. And Flacco's going to go.
Oh, of
somewhere where
course, and he
that's what he
should.
wants to do. Yeah, and that's what he wants to do. He's never really wanted to be a backup.
No,
He wants to play. So, but I think if he doesn't have any other offers, he might come back or he might just retire. So
right. And I would love to see him back on the sideline. I'm still Joe Flacco. I've gotten so much more respect and love for him now. Like he's got a place in my heart.
Yeah. And that's coming from Bengals fans who I used to hate him.
I know. I used to despise this man.
I'm like, he's not that good of a quarterback, guys. Like, shut up. Like,
yeah, and like, oh, well, we own Flacco. We intercept him every week.
Which we did.
Like, we did. And now apparently he was just like, if you can't beat him, join him.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Maybe he's on the Steelers next year and just completes the AFC North trifecta.
That'd be Aaron Rodgers retires and then Flacco goes there.
I don't know. Mike Tomlin loves him, so
he does. Loves to hate him.
yeah, exactly. But I'll give Duke Tobin credit for that. The Joe Flacco trade, and then also signing Noah Fant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Signing Noah Fant, who has been good when needed.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, and this is more of a reflection on Zach Taylor and where I have issues with him and the coaching staff. But signing Dalton Reisner.
Mm-hmm.
Signing Dalton Reisner, even when you had Lucas Patrick, like, I love that move. Reisner needs to be here for at least 2 more years.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to be re-signed ASAP.
I agree.
And I think that the offensive line, he's been a better run blocker than a pass blocker, which is mind-boggling to me.
Because that's the opposite of what he's supposed to be.
Yes. But I think this is still like the best offensive line Joe Burrow will have had since he's been in Cincinnati, which I feel like we say that every single year.
We do.
Yeah.
Because the offensive line he had in Super Bowl was so awful. We just got better from that, though.
Right. And I think just to kind of bring this back to like Burrow playing tomorrow night, I think you're going to see a more run first approach because it's going to be it's going to be cold. It's going to be very cold.
Zach even mentioned that how cold it's going to be in one of the press conference too.
And
so that gives you a clue there.
Right. And the run blocking has been great.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember the last time we said that.
I know, but it has been.
Yeah. But I think it's been fantastic. Chase Brown is on a heater right now, which I think he's stepped up and been a leader for this team. Geno Stone. Oh, I'm so glad this man validated this jersey purchase. I hope he continues to. But I just think you're seeing leaders emerge more on not only the defense, but the offense as well. And the running back room with Chase Brown and Geno Stone, I will give credit. I think he took all the criticism in stride from that Steelers game, which was well deserved.
Oh yeah.
And
I was one of them.
Same here. Like, my gosh, like, how could you not?
Yeah, it was awful.
But he played his ass off.
You did
last week. And then, like, speaking with the media and everything too, like afterwards, taking strides, like standing up for the room still, even in the lows. I think you kind of have a little bit of a leader emerging there on the defense if he can continue playing well. We'll see. I think, honestly, you're going to see a big run-heavy approach from the offense tomorrow night with passing that's going to open up play action and deep shots to Jamar Chase. Maybe to Tinsley, because I think Tinsley is going to replace. I think Tinsley's better suited to replace Higgins than Chase because he's better with contested catches.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that's his superpower right there.
Yes, and Burrow trusts him too.
Yep, he does.
I think you're going to see a big run-heavy approach, and then you're going to see from the defensive line, Baltimore's interior offensive line has been horrific,
horrible.
Yes. So if McKinley Jackson and BJ Hill, maybe even Chris Jenkins, maybe we even see a TJ Slayton sack. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh,
yeah. Big man.
Yeah, step it out there.
I know. I'm just saying, like, my gosh, that'd be awesome.
That would
but Gosh, could you imagine TJ Slayton chasing down Lamar Jackson? That'd be a day.
Fat guy, little coach. Just running. Come here, you.
Imagine he catches him. Oh my gosh, he would be a hero.
Pancake. Lamar's like, I'm dead.
No more leg. No more
more.
leg. I think now's the time.
Yeah.
But I think you're going to see them get pressure on Lamar because he's facing more pressure than he ever has. He can't move all that well right now. DJ Turner is going to lock down Zay Flowers. DeAndre Hopkins, washed. Not worried. Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely scare me a little bit.
Yes, tight ends always scare us.
Yeah.
We have a problem with that.
Derrick Henry, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just a little bit.
A little bit.
But as for their defense, I'm not really scared at all of their defense because Chase knows how to get open against them. Tinsley just toasted Christian Gonzalez. And I think we have the receivers. Gesicki is going to get involved. Roquan Smith can't cover.
That's really your third receiver right there is Gesicki. Gesicki's really your third
no
receiver.
doubt. And Chase Brown even.
And Chase Brown, yes.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of stuff as a lot of screen as an extension of the run game in this game.
Now, do you think they're going to this is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping Zach does a little better of leaving guys back more to protect Joe. I think that's a must. Maybe not every single time, but you don't have to go and shotgun 27 times. You know, leave a running back in to block, leave tight ends back in to block sometimes, you know, just leave some more guys back there and tell Joe, especially at the beginning of the game, till Joe gets his feet under him, you know. I think you should definitely bring some protection, but that goes to running the ball. I do agree with you. I mean, Chase Brown had over 100 yards rushing on the Patriots, which I don't think they gave up 100 yards very, very much.
That was the first time all season.
There you go. So that tells you. You're probably right. I didn't look it up.
I didn't either.
but that tells you that this running game is getting better. And people like that's the thing when people get on Zach about not running the ball enough. We've never really had an offensive line to run the ball. I mean, honestly, we don't. Even when Mixon was here, he would get hit in the backfield so many times. We've never had an offensive line that's good run blockers, and apparently we got some now. Now we're gonna, you know what's gonna happen, Landon. We're gonna talk all this crap. We're gonna be like, how great the Bengals offensive line is gonna be, and they're gonna suck tomorrow night. Which
they're just gonna lay an egg.
Yep. You're like, you know what? We heard Landon and Ice talk about how good we are. Well, we're gonna show you guys. Just watch this. No.
Yep, and you're gonna make me scream at the TV in front of my grandma.
Exactly.
Great.
But I do personally think the Bengals will win tomorrow. And I do have a score prediction.
I think they will win. I think, and we're getting they are getting Samaje Perine back.
Yes.
So that's going to be a big boost for pass protection, and also just Perine gets way too much hate.
Battering ram right there, Samaje.
Love Samaje Perine. So as far as bold prediction, I got a big one for you.
All right, I'm ready.
Here is my bold prediction.
What you got?
Myles Murphy, 2 sacks. McKinley Jackson, a sack. BJ Hill, a sack. I think we're going to sack Lamar Jackson 5 times.
I like it. Sack 5 times. 5 times.
5 times.
5 times. 5 times. 5 times. 5 times.
5 times. 5 times. I'm thinking that's going to happen. I think we're going to sack him. We're going to get pressure on him. DJ Turner's going to get a pick. Geno Stone is going to get a pick against his former team in his former stadium. I think Bengals win 34-20.
34-20. I like it. I like it a lot. Landon, we've been on for an hour and 8 minutes. You are awesome, dude. I am definitely going to have you on again. Tell everybody where they can find your writing and anything else you want to promote before I let you go.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. You can find my writing over on Bengals Talk SI, bengalstalk.com. I try to post there. I try to post a player spotlight. It's going to have an article up later today on the players to look out for tomorrow night. I do a weekly spotlight with that. Like last week I did Mitchell Tinsley, ended up catching a touchdown against the Patriots, got the Bengals back into the game. I may have said the name of a player the player I'm going to do a spotlight on today. But it's a solid guy. Talked about him a couple times. But you can also find me over on Twitter. I try to keep update with all the happenings going on the Bengals, like, practice updates, who they're looking at, maybe visits, everything that has to do with the team. Also on Instagram as well.
Awesome, Landon. Well, do me a favor. Next time we talk to James, tell him he needs to come on my show because it's been a while and he owes me.
Okay. I'm gonna give him some crap then for that.
Oh, I always definitely give him crap. I always do that.
Yeah, it's fun though.
It's James. You have to do that.
Well, he's a trash talker. We got
yes, he deserves it. Exactly. Landon, appreciate you, buddy. I will definitely get you back on again sometime soon. Appreciate you. Who Dey?
Ice, appreciate you, man.
See ya. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that much. I did. Go check out Landon on Bengals Talk SI. Check him out on Twitter, Landon _ BELTOE. However you say his last name. I am not going to screw his last name up because I messed it up before. But make sure you guys can follow him on Twitter and everything else. Crip, you want to know what I'm going to eat for Thanksgiving? I am doing turkey and ham. I'm both. Yeah, to me, you got to have turkey on Thanksgiving, but I like ham too. So we're going over my son's house, and they weren't going to have turkey. I'm like, what? We're not going to have turkey. We're going to have ham. Well, that's cool, but I want some turkey. So Mrs. Ice is bringing turkey. So we were definitely going to have turkey on Thanksgiving. Only I don't think we're going to have gravy, which I'm not sure how I'm going to. We might have to figure something out. I might have to run to the store and get some gravy because I'm the one that puts all the stuff, the turkey and the ham and the stuffing and whatever else, green beans, all on the plate, and just put gravy all over it. It's freaking delicious. So I don't know. Landon's a no gravy. Oh, boo! Gravy's awesome. So that's what I do. But I might not be putting gravy on it because we're probably not going to have any. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I don't know if I'm doing a show Friday. I'll check with Dale and AC, the Godfather, see if we want to do one. If not, I'll definitely be back Monday. Friday would be a fun one because we get to a Bengals Victory Friday. So there's a good chance we might do one Friday. I don't know. Make sure. But I always say, make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notification. So every time I go live, you're notified. But thanks for watching. I'm a live stream on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, Instagram. You can follow me on all those along with Threads and TikTok. And if you want to read any of the articles that I write, which I write some, they are on my Substack. And all of this is under Sports with Strawberry Ice. So please make sure you follow. And if you want to listen to anything that me and Landon were talking about for the last hour and 12 minutes, you can check it out on the podcast. It's on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitch Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Do me a favor. Let's do it. Rate it, like it, review it. Leave a comment and a 5-star review so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Marr Window, Door, and More. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Marr Window, Door, and More. The website is MarrCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
That's right. We have a great time down there every Bengals Sunday. We're down there for the pregame tailgate brought to you by Best Day Brewery. So that's every home game, road games. I'm usually down there for a watch party. I will not be down there tomorrow night. Thanksgiving. Everybody go home and spend Thanksgiving with your family. So we won't be there, but we will be back down there for the next home game. So make sure you guys get a ticket and come to the pregame experience. It is an awesome, awesome time. My prediction: Bengals win. Let's see. I usually go with low scoring stuff. Let me see. I'm gonna go 1 point game. I was 27-28 Bengals. I'm going. Oh yeah, I think it's good. I really like Landon's. Landon's good. I like his prediction a lot. You guys should definitely check him out. Either way, Jackpot Joey's back. Uno's back. The defense is starting to turn around. And you see all the Ravens fans that were in the comments that I was ignoring are scared. I saw they're in there talking crap because they scared. They know Jackpot Joey's back. And yeah, I know. They've beat us the last couple times. But that means we're due. So what you gonna do when the Bengals come to Baltimore and run wild on you? Nothing. You're gonna lose. So, as always, remember one thing and one thing only, that is Who Dey for life. Throw it up, baby. BWO, Bengals World Order. And that's just sports, baby. See ya!
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.